showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Canes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Coming out with it, it's Pringle. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his feet. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. Got the first himself. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's a little room there. Ripping through the defense. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Boom. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Takes the handoff. It's Compton. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but, man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that 3rd down and short range.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. back to the ground game on the left. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Now on the option. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Breaks the tackle. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Williams to throw. The sure hands, it's Moore. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Underwood makes the catch. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's there to make the stop.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Swings it out to his running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Takes the easy completion. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
He runs out of bounds at the 20. And 1st down for the offense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. Play fake, Underwood. Makes a catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pringle. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Clay. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Complete in the middle. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Underwood. Gets it to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Dropping back, it's Underwood. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback keeper breaks into the open. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill, and the defense wasn't able to get it done.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the UConn Huskies. And it's the Red Wolves looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams. Quickly complete. Oh, what a cut. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't block in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Look, got a little grass. Makes it past the marker. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So So here comes the Michigan offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Play action with Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
To the ground, he's got it again. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He'll take it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice.
Finding some room. Got enough for the first. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. This is a designed run. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Third down from the gun, Williams. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Underwood. With the catch, it's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing, Williams. Oh, they're after him. Throwing on the run. Goes high to pull it in. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
This quarterback part of their running game. There's some room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Williams fires downfield. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Underwood on the play action. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back.
Maybe some room here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pringle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pulls it in. It's Pringle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Calls his own number. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. 4th down, Williams. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the ground with the back. Might have a chance. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the